January 25th, 1864. When I wrote this letter, Levi and I were at Warrenton. By then, soldiering felt different than it had when we first entered the service. We were no longer green men learning how to stand in line or carry a musket. We had been infantry, we had been cavalry, and now we were learning what it meant to serve in a more specialized role. Bowen later wrote that the months spent at Warrenton were remembered by the regiment with unusual excitement. Not because of battle, but because of what the regiment had become. The long-talked-of transfer from infantry to cavalry had finally been made official. No other regiment in the war experienced such a complete transformation. We were no longer foot soldiers mounted for convenience. We were cavalry in full. It brought new equipment, new expectations, and a new sense of pride. Men drilled differently. They spoke differently. There was enthusiasm in camp, real enthusiasm, because we felt ourselves becoming something sharper, faster, and more trusted by the Army. That spirit shows through in my letter. I wrote to my brother not with worry, but with confidence. I joked about the pen I was using. I spoke of good times. I encouraged friends to enlist, not out of ignorance, but because I believed we had found ourselves in a better place than most soldiers ever did. I also wrote because Levi and I were about to come home on furlough. That mattered more than anything. We had seen enough Army life to know what a few days at home would mean. Powder, caps, lead, laughter, familiar faces. That was the frame of mind I wrote from. This is the letter I sent. January 25th, 1864. Warrenton. Dear brother, we received your kind letter last night and was glad to hear from you. We are both well at present and hope this will find you the same. Well, Stearns, we are at Warrenton yet, and we are having good times for soldiers. Stearns, the pen that I started this with was some like a bobsled, but now I am writing with one that costs $6. It is one that I have borrowed just to write this letter. Well, Stearns, you may tell Herc Hall for me that I wish he would enlist in the battery that I am in, and then he would have good times and lots of fun. Tell Orville Perkins that I am coming home on a furlough, for I have got the chance of it. Levi and I will come home together, and I want you to get lots of powder and caps and lead, and then we will have good times. Tell Rose that I am 1,000 times obliged to her for that 10 that she sent us. Well, Stearns, I shan't write any more today, so goodbye, dear brother. This from M.W. Green.